Ladies and gentlemen, if you go online, the Tamale Teaching Hospital is trending. The Health Minister, Honorable Minta Akando, is trending. The President of the land is trending. The Health Ministry is also trending. But what is happening, or what happened inside Tamale Teaching Hospital when the Health Minister paid a surprise visit to the facility to ask questions or ask probing questions about how a young guy lost his life inside the hospital over the weekend, as the 19th April 2025. The Tamale Teaching Hospital has released a statement. The Ghana Medical Association has released a statement. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has fired the CEO of Tamale Teaching Hospital. What really happened? What is the back end to the story? What caused the young guy to lose his life, and why did the health minister also pay a surprise visit? My name is Ace Kanti. I have details to the story, why this situation is happening. People are even calling for the health minister to be fired, as the CEO of Tamale Teaching Hospital has also been fired. This story is brought to you by Passport Pay. If you're in the US and you want to pay bills back at home, school fees, DSTV bills, and utility bills, and then electricity bills, the app for you is Passport Pay. You can use this medium to also send money back home to your friends, loved ones, everyone back at home. Use Passport Pay to send money. Very soon, you can use this Passport Pay to pay pharmacy bills and then your hospital bills. So you don't need any middleman to make transactions. Download the Passport Pay app and then use to make your transactions. Now, if you go online, the health minister is trending number 4. Honorable Minta Akando is in the news, and Tamale Teaching Hospital is in the news. The story is that on the 19th of April 2025, that's last week Saturday, a young guy was transferred from a facility to Tamale Teaching Hospital. And when he got there, because of inadequate facilities, the young guy lost his life. And it was in the news in the region. When you go to the northern region, to be specific, people are calling out the hospital that there's so much carelessness and negligence in our hospital facilities, where they leave people, when you come, instead of the doctor to do this, instead of the nurse to do this, instead of the physician assistant to do this, they'll just be gallivanting or walking around. Hence, people attributed the cause of the young guy's death to the negligence of the hospital facility. So, on Tuesday, that is yesterday, the Minister for Health, Honorable Minta Akando, paid a surprise visit to the facility to ask probing questions. What did happen? What did you guys do? What are the facilities? A day in the sea here, what is the actual cause of the problem? And you know what? This story is very dicey, because if you know our healthcare system in this country, we can never rate our health system 100. Even if you give our health system a 50, you are not being fair. Because we live in a country where we have some hospitals, they have become like the heart, serving a lot of regions. Tamale Teaching Hospital, if you know the backroom story, Tamale Teaching Hospital was not even a hospital that was created to serve like basic issues, malaria, and yada. If you go to Tamale Teaching Hospital, a whole hospital that serves like the mother hospital for the northern part of Ghana. The northern part of Ghana, we have the northern region, that is Tamale, Upper East, Upper West, the Savannah region, and the Northeast. Sometimes even the Oti region. This is the main hospital, like how we have Confronts teaching hospital in the Ashanti region. This is the powerhouse of most of the regions in the northern part of Ghana. This hospital that we are talking about has 4 IC, 4 intensive care unit bed, 4. A whole facility, they have 4. And the story was that a young guy was transferred from one facility to the Tamale Teaching Hospital. But this is the reports from the Tamale Teaching Hospital after the young guy lost his life, when people were calling out the hospital for carelessness and the negligence, their negligence and carelessness. This is what the hospital posted on their Facebook page. Response to social media reports on the patient's death at Tamale Teaching Hospital. The management of Tamale Teaching Hospital, TTU, has taken note of reports circulating on social media concerning the unfortunate death of a patient at our facility and emergency ward. These reports include allegations of negligence on the part of the hospital. We extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family and share in their grief during the profoundly difficult time. One, preliminary findings indicate that the patient who was referred to from another facility required a specialized procedure that regrettably is not yet available at TTH. Additionally, all 4 of our intensive care unit beds, which serve the entire northern Ghana, were fully occupied at the time of the patient's arrival. While we acknowledge and understand the public concern, we respectfully urge all stakeholders to remain calm and avoid drawing premature conclusions. The hospital has constituted an internal investigative team to thoroughly examine the circumstances surrounding the incident. So what happened was that when the patient was transferred to the hospital for a treatment or a specialized procedure that is not yet available at the TTH hospital, and the intensive care unit beds where they go admit the person put up is only 4 at the time of the arrival, then some no dey. So it's like we don't have the adequate facilities, hence it caused the death of the young individual. So it's like when the news was circulating online, the Minister for Health, Honorable Minta Kwadwo, paid a surprise visit to ask what exactly happened or what is happening, because the same you guys here, you are very, very careless. If you go online on Facebook, you will see most people who have visited the Tamale Teaching Hospital site instance that we came here, treatment is this, treatment is that. People have said a lot of things. So when the health minister visited the facility, he was asking questions. And a doctor or a consultant who was answering the question, okay, Yebisa no answer, was telling the honorable minister that we lack vents. You need vents. We don't have enough vents in this hospital. And the person needs to be intubated. And we don't have vents. If vents no dey, we can't intubate the person. And the vents that we have, they are being occupied. So the back and forth between the health minister and they go back and forth, like the health minister vexed. And the doctor or the consultant only problem was that we have a challenge. The challenge is that we don't have enough facilities. And if we don't have enough facilities, it will be difficult for us to take care of patients that rush to the hospital. The health minister's side towards that, if facilities no dey, doesn't mean we shouldn't take measures or put things in place to solve the issue. That was where the health minister was coming from. And the doctor too will be like, bro, if the facilities we work with, and as a hospital that has been in existence, serving as the powerhouse for most of the regions in the northern part of Ghana, facilities for day. Where the hell stop if facilities no day serve, bro. Measures for day. Video no.
Call was made. The 4 vents were in use, so there was no extra vents anywhere to put the patient on. So that was the issue that kind of caused the delay. But all the resuscitation was done here. We called the ICU and they said they didn't have any vents available for the intubation. And at that point, there's really little that you'll be able to do without the intubation. So the patient was being bagged here until the patient could.
So when the patient got here, how many minutes did they get you to assess the patient?
Oh, within 10 minutes, because usually when you score red, you are immediately brought to the red zone. There's no situation where you have to delay. You are pushed straight to red. So as soon as you are tried red, you are brought in there.
And then, when did you communicate with the ICU when they told you they didn't have any vents?
No, I think immediately we identified that the patient needed to have been intubated. The ICU call was made.
And they said they didn't have anything.
Yes, so there were no available beds.
So if somebody tells you that at the time they got to know that there was a patient like that, there was an available mobile vent, how will you take it as a man in charge here?
I mean, if there was an available mobile vent anytime, we would have used it. We see patients here all the time.
There's a bit of conflict between what you are telling us now and what they are also saying. And so it is either an issue of lack of proper communication or there's a problem somewhere. Either it is an issue of proper communication or negligence or somebody's lying.
It's a straightforward case. Patient came, assessed, needed to be intubated. There is no vent at the emergency as we speak. There's no functional vent. So the next step is ICU. The call was made to the ICU.
And they said there was no.
They said there was no space.
So it led to like a serious back and forth between the health minister and then some workers at the TTU, that's the TTH, Tamale Teaching Hospital. Maybe like at a point, the health minister felt like he was being disrespected, or then like the person they talk back, I'm talking, you are talking back.
Even the minister, look at the way you are behaving from the minister. So you can imagine how I'm trying to explain. You can imagine how I'm trying to be no, but you see, how can you behave like this? So it means that he's doing worse things here. It means that he's doing worse things here.
Boss, please. Honorable, please.
I mean, even with your superiors, look at how you are arguing. There's a problem. There's a problem here. So if a commoner comes here, can you imagine what? How can somebody talk to this man here? How will he be able to communicate with him? How will he do that? There's a problem.
When I was reading online, the report was that when the health minister arrived at the facility, he arrived with cameras, media footing now, but boom, surprise visits. And then directly now, he started probing questions. What happened? What is happening? What happened? Who do this? Who don't do that? And even he was taken on a tour to most of the facilities in the hospital, where, if you know Tamale very well, they have water crisis. They have water issues that they face in the whole Tamale. So the hospitals have sometimes they don't even get water. Water is a problem at the hospital. And the health minister say, the fact say water no they mean say you cannot arrange tankers and all that. Like the health minister was saying that therefore put measures in place, whether we have facilities or we don't have. But the hospital too and the workers my side is that we have been doing, it's not like we are not doing it though. We have been doing it, but sometimes like, bro, facilities no day.
That is the situation.
At least, even if it is not being used, they can't clean the place and lock it.
There's no water.
No, you can clean the place.
There's no water to scrub the place.
You don't have water to do anything. You can't make arrangement for the tankers,
yes.
the tankers to bring water, and so you don't have that arrangement. Dr. Tik, you are telling me that you can't have water for this place to run this facility.
Let me vouch for my boss a little bit. This is Dr. Valentine. He's the HOD of the emergency. And one night, we didn't have water at the emergency, and he himself got them to get the yellow barrels to come and bring water for the nurses to work. So at our level, sometimes my HOD does his best.
Yes, Doc, I agree. And I'm the first person to admit that there are challenges with respect to water in Tamale. But that's why you're a leader here, that's why you're a CEO here. Not until we resolve the issue completely. I've been on the committee for a very long time.
And as we speak now, be like the health minister go say, hey, John President, Mr. President, fire this person, they fired the CEO for Tamale Teaching Hospital. Within just like 5 hours, they fired him, Dr. Adam Atiku. He was there when the health minister arrived. After the conversation, be like, he go now, Paris, hey, mama, say, we have fired you. This be where the problem be, right? Ghanaians are dragging the health minister. And I understand Ghanaians. The health minister inside to understand it to a certain point. But the Ghanaians, our part, they supersede what the health minister was trying to say. Because as a hospital, facilities for day to make work easier for the doctors. Now, if facilities no day, enough facilities no day, or imagine this, the report from the hospital was that the patient was transferred to the hospital for a specialized procedure that the hospital no even get equipment for. This is a hospital, the main hospital that serves as the heart for the whole northern sector of Ghana. And they bring in a patient for a specialized procedure the hospital no even get equipment for. How they go treat them? No, how do we expect the patient to be treated? Condolences to the guy who lost his life and his family and everyone. But how do we expect the patient to be treated? Bro, it takes 2 days for us to buy V8 for our leaders. Let a member of parliament enter parliament today near speeding up procedures. When it comes to hospital in this country and facilities, zero effort. Now you know when they build TTU, Tamale Teaching Hospital. Every long, how a whole hospital get 4 ICU beds?
How, my nigga?
Now KSS bed crazy. How? And when they are voicing out the challenges that they are facing or the inadequate facilities they are facing, they should manage the situation. But we can manage the situation because I've been to a hospital where doctors said they help pay for medical bills of some patients. Doctors, they help make things easier because when my mom was sick and I was at the hospital, then bed no day. Doctor in office where they go put my mommy for on a normal, it shouldn't be practiced. The doctors are trying facilities for day.
True.
How we don't get vents.
Don't get water.
We don't get water.
Hospital.
And the painful thing is that as they have sacked the CEO for the hospital, I am telling you today, and CEO in issues like we don't sack CEO. When we visited the hospital, surprisingly, they listed the challenges. And we just fix the challenges. Or
Yeah.
and when you fix the challenges and they are not working, then we can fire them. Inadequate facilities. Now you fire me. And that firing me solve the issue in the hospital? No. And right now, the Tamale Teaching Hospital's name is in the news. People are dragging them to the point where you have sacked the CEO. The consultant in question that was exchanging with the minister. Now, the CEO grant the apamon na wo onunso obekod onunso sa doctor onunso he will go. So the workers of the Tamale Teaching Hospital, right, alongside Ghana Medical Association, they have issued a statement that if this is what they have, they released a statement this morning, and the summary was that, let me just read the summary. We wish to state unequivocally that if the current trend where basic requirements for health care are unavailable, only for health personnel to be vilified for poor outcomes, we will advise ourselves and take actions that may not guarantee industrial harmony. If the current conditions are not satisfied, bro, look at the number of people who study nursing and doctors that leave this country to foreign countries. No obi nyankopa na dom no relax at na hospital with inadequate facilities. Obojuma. Some doctors are trying, some nurses are trying, some today they are careless. Some there, that one day we can't take that out from what the health minister was also saying. Some medical professionals are very, very careless. Unprofessional, bro. As my mommy sick, we they go hospital, make we carry them from car inside, enter the hospital facility. Not necessarily, they are just gallivanting around. Obi life. Come back into your car. Doesn't mean you should be there and make my mother die, or my father die, or somebody's sister or brother die. No. But if we don't give them then, bro, as we did, we sit this country, we're doing vetting, then break tables and chairs. The next day it was fixed. How come healthcare we know if we do one? The honorable minister visited the facility with the MP for Tamale North. That's the deputy minister for roads and transports. They are all MPs. The honorable health minister is an MP. I think Western North or something, one of the regions. Joabusu, I think MP for Joabusu. What are we doing? It's not about sacking the people. If it's about sacking the people, it won't solve anything. It's about doing the work. Now, 2 days time, we have supplied the Tamale Teaching Hospital with vents, with building more ICUs, beds. Yeah, the beds are back. We are sacking somebody. And the surprising thing, when this thing they go on, the people were like, there's a problem with the health minister because the health minister know they understand what they go on. That's why they say, they go. To be surprised, I was reading and I realized that the health minister no be doctor. He no get medicine background. He no get health background. Honestly, I didn't know about this. Me, I was thinking that the health minister say, "Oh, a mathematician, any statistician, statistician, any mathematician, Shen, ancient of this." How, bro? The whole time I was thinking the health minister is a doctor. Now, maybe, excuse me, I know probably people would not agree with the statement, but Anka health minister there, he forget health background.
True.
I'm not making sense.
Bro, facts.
Education minister forget some sort of education background.
Yeah.
Road minister forget some sort of engineering background. Fisheries and aquaculture. You forget some sort of
Swim well.
bro. You forget some swimming. Now background, because I was reading about the health minister. He is a lawyer and a mathematician. And the unconquered teacher or TTU Takradi Technical University. And then I content creator scanty. Now the me background, me miss our background. What they make what Shaq was saying. Because the health sector, if you are looking at all the sectors that we have in the country, if we take out the education sector, the next biggest sector in our economy is our health sector. And Sani Yako roots. Now, health sector, health sector, the minister for intis above vent incubation FFP near the idea. You bought a trust store way. Oh, Ashanti regional minister is a doctor. When they organized the Ashanti Fest, he was at the health screening. No, yes, screening. Oh, yeah, doctor. Inti asiena aye juma. Inti endi anka fa Ashanti regional minister ne ye health never we swap here. I don't understand. How we you see, we just need to make sure that if MP day and even MP month end MP no get salary or the basic requirements for an MP they no get for them, issues could be. You never tell MP that improvise what you have. No. How a whole hospital for every day improvise? They have been improvising from day one. A lady in the video was saying that there was a time there was no water. They used gallon, the yellow gallon, to go and fetch water to help nurses make proceedings easier. How? And the money that they earn at the end of the month too, 7, 8, 9,000. All this that you bring yellow gallon. Tamale has been facing water crisis, not today, not yesterday. It has not been fixed. How? No, bro. The back and forth in the air. No. I understand where the health minister they come from. As a patient, I understand. But if I go to hospital and the facilities there, there's no need for me to come see you. When resources do they? Okay, now we have sacked the CEO. Let's see if the resources will be brought. Or if the needs of the health personnel will be met. If the facilities will be sorted out. Now, transfer will be if imagine they transfer you from here to that hospital for a specialized treatment that they don't have machines for. What is the essence of you coming to the hospital? But if they don't accept you to a case, they accept you to case. Well, it's not about politics. It's not about which party do you belong to. It's about my health, your health. The young guy that lost his life could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been anyone at all.
True.
Anyone at all. All we need to do is force our leaders to get the machines. Yesterday, 2 days ago, Lands Minister is crying. Next month, we will now go and discuss with President about, bro, we know the hospitals we don't get resources. We know it. Some hospitals we don't get 2,000, a bed no day human being will sleep up. Well, let's continue, right? Let's do whatever we have to do in this country and see how best they will end up. We have a lot of people that share their thoughts in the comment section, but I'm not going to read them. But I just want you guys to understand this is the actual story. So that's the report from the TTH, the Tamale Teaching Hospital, and then the Ghana Medical Association also issue a statement. The minority in parliament are also calling out the health minister that it is wrong the way they fire the CEO, it is wrong. So the minority caucus in parliament also issued a press statement yesterday. Let's see how it pans out, if they are going to bring him back or how they go do the TTH. Let us see. My name is Ace Kanti. Tell us what you think in the comment section. So if you don't know why or what happened inside TTU yesterday, I'm sure this is the details to the story. We'll see you on another episode. We out.